A federal judge has appointed a special master to sort through the documents taken from former President Donald Trump's home. That ruling is amid threats from the Department of Justice to appeal the case to a higher court. Amy Liu is in Washington.
Well, Judge Raymond Dearie, a U.S. District Court judge who serves the New York City area, will now serve as special master. He was the only person that the Trump legal team and the Justice Department agreed would be a good candidate. The judge overseeing the documents case is giving Dearie until the end of November to sort through all 11,000 documents taken from Mar-a-Lago and decide whether any of them fall under executive or attorney-client privilege. The ruling is a denial of a twofold request from the Justice Department. Number one, to do away with a special master altogether on the grounds the documents had already been screened and Trump has no claim to the roughly 100 classified documents they found. And number two, lift the order barring the DOJ from using those classified documents to advance their investigation. Last week, the Justice Department threatened to appeal to the U.S. Circuit Court if the judge didn't grant their request by Thursday. No word yet if the agency plans to follow through. In Washington, I'm Amy Liu.
Well, take a look at this. In London, the line to walk by Queen Elizabeth's coffin at Westminster Hall is at least 14 hours long, which is so long the government is temporarily stopping people from getting in the line. Officials say it has reached capacity. The Queen's coffin will lie in state at Westminster Hall until 6 a.m. Monday when her funeral is set to begin. You can watch her funeral live right here on WYFF4. NBC will carry the funeral live starting at 5:30 Monday morning. It will last for most of the morning. The Greenville Health Authority Board says they've awarded more than $5.8 million to 11 nonprofit organizations in Greenville County. The goal of the initiative is to fund projects that impact health-related care, research, and education projects. Favor Upstate, which works with substance abuse recovery, was awarded with the most, with just more than $1.3 million. Other organizations like Girls on the Run Upstate and Greenville YMCA also got funds. Sunday marks International Equal Pay Day. It was established in 2020 by the UN General Assembly to raise awareness and push to close the gender pay gap. In fact, CNBC reports that government data shows American women working full-time year-round earned an estimated 83 cents for every dollar earned by men, and women of color are at an even greater disadvantage. CNBC reports that in 2020, Black women were paid 64% and Hispanic women were paid 57% of what white non-Hispanic men were paid. To get some advice on how women can advance their careers and earning potential, we spoke with Carly Basie with the professional staffing firm Robert Half. Her advice is know your worth.
Be confident. Knowing your worth and knowing what you bring to the table helps a lot with salary negotiation. If you're going into it and you feel timid or unprepared, then why would the company feel like you deserve maybe the money that you're asking for?
As for reasons for the gender pay gap, analysts say childcare and child rearing are still regarded by many as the mother's job, which can mean that women get fewer opportunities and end up in part-time jobs or lower paid jobs. House Democrats proposing new legislation to reduce future student debt, their plan, and what's to come.
Well, we've got sunshine the rest of the day, but just how long this trim will stick around and where temperatures go from here coming up.
House Democrats are proposing new legislation to reduce future student debt. The plan includes increased federal student aid and lower interest rates on student loans. It also focuses on expanding federal Pell Grants, which are given to low-income students, and aims to relax the rules for the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. Republicans proposed their own legislation in August, looking to regulate student loan borrowing. The mosquito fire in California has now grown to more than 67,000 acres. Take a look at this dash cam video right here. It's showing a deputy driving through those flames to save a stranded couple and their dogs. This happened in El Dorado County yesterday. Deputy Jeremy Buckman says the visibility was nearly zero due to thick smoke.
By the time we had made our way out, the nature of the fire going back out Volcanoville Road had changed dramatically. And I was like, okay. Well, here we are. So let's soldier on, because that way is the only way out.
Everyone got out safely. The mosquito fire is 20% contained. It's been burning for more than a week now. Well, NASA scientists are getting new insight into the potential for life on Mars thanks to the Perseverance rover. For more than a year, the rover has been exploring a river delta formed billions of years ago. According to NASA scientists, Perseverance has collected 12 samples of rock and other materials from the planet's surface. They say the samples possess great potential to reveal the early evolution of Mars.
And I want to emphasize, this mission is not looking for extant life, things that are alive today. Instead, we're looking into the very distant past when Mars's climate was very different than it is today, much more conducive to life. So we are looking for ancient life.
Right now, plans are in the works to bring those samples back to Earth to be studied. Therapy dogs aren't new, but a Nebraska pup named Dude can connect better than most. He visits with cancer patients once a week, and it's something he's familiar with since he also recovered from cancer recently. Aaron Hartley has the story.
Dude isn't your average canine.
You are so sweet. Oh, hi, thank you.
He's a therapy dog and brings a smile to almost anyone he meets. Dude and owner Linda have been coming to Methodist Hospital since 2017, meeting with cancer patients once a week. As you can see, he's a popular pup, even among hospital staff. But he hasn't always been a healthy dog.
He started out having mega esophagus, they call it mega E, where they regurgitate their food. And then soon after that, he quit eating, and he lost 10 pounds in 15 days and was finally diagnosed with Addison's disease. At the same time, he was diagnosed with a hypothyroid. And
the past few months, Dude can relate to what these patients are going through.
We noticed this growth in his mouth, and it turned out to be oral cancer. It grew from the size of like a kidney bean to about the size of a mini pepper in about 6 weeks. And it grew so rapidly, people thought, oh, it's just a cyst. Well, then when we had it removed, they sent it in for testing and found out it was cancer.
For cancer patients like Colleen Nieto, Dude brightens her day.
Brings your spirits up because you're just sitting here. I'm gonna cry. Just doing nothing.
But knowing he's also fought cancer helps remind patients they're not alone.
And I think when they hear that, they kind of sit back like, oh, I'm not the only one. And I think it just makes them connect a little bit better, you know, realizing that, you know, everybody can get cancer.
It's just crazy how pets and dogs, like, they know that there's something wrong with someone. I mean, it came straight to me. So, out of everyone that was in here.
Whether it's a smile or a shake, he's there as a friend to everyone.
It just means, you know, a lot to me, too, to know that Dude can bring so much happiness, even for, you know, such a short amount of time.
Wow, that is incredibly sweet. That was Aaron Hartley reporting. Dude's owner says he will continue to visit patients for as long as he can. Sydney.
Well, I know Dude is bringing a lot of smiles to many people out there. Well, we've got lots of smiles here today with our forecast. We've got sunshine area-wide, just starting to see a few of those puffy cumulus clouds begin to pop on up. Temperatures right now in the 70s pretty much area-wide. There are a few spots in the mountains still in the 60s, but we are starting to get a little bit closer to where we should be this time of year, which is typically speaking in the lower 80s. We've been trending a little bit below that the last several days, but today and the next few days we'll start to see a gradual warm up. So you'll want to take advantage of some of this fall-like weather that we are seeing, especially in the mornings. That's when it's nice and crisp, comfortable outside. And then as we move into the afternoon, we are right on track for where we should be, upper 70s into the lower 80s, fairly low humidity. So even though we are going to be a little bit warmer than yesterday, the humidity certainly makes a difference. That won't necessarily be the case as we move into next week, and especially our 8 to 14-day temperature outlook is trending above average, and you'll see that indicated in our 4-day plus forecast. Temperatures back in the 90s next week. So really the next few days, take advantage of the lower 80s, upper 70s, those nice cool mornings, because it does look like we are going to see a bit of a warming trend over the next couple of weeks as we move on into the month of October. Now things are also heating up in the tropics. We've got lots of things we have to watch here. We've got a couple systems that are trying to get going, but Tropical Storm Fiona is the one that has the most immediate impact, especially for parts of the Leeward Islands here, as it continues moving westward at 14 miles per hour, sustained winds of 50 miles per hour. It does look like it is going to make landfall over the next 24 hours or so, with the latest guidance continues this northwest passage towards San Juan, Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic. Once it does make landfall, some of this will weaken a little bit. However, with the latest guidance, this just came out at 11 a.m., actually has Fiona strengthening back up to a hurricane by the time we get into midweek. So something to watch in the next few days, especially when it actually strengthens. If it strengthens a little bit sooner, that could actually deter it and continue to push it a little bit further towards the east. So something to watch in the next few days, at least for the time being. No immediate impacts to the U.S., but for some of those Caribbean islands, they are going to see significant rainfall and flooding. Now we've got sunshine the next few days, beautiful conditions. We gradually warm things up as we move into Monday and back into Tuesday and next week. So lots of warmth in the forecast for us. And fortunately, we actually have lots of sunshine as well.
We love to hear about the sunshine, right? Okay, well, a reminder about our new weekly newscast for Spanish-speaking viewers called Aquí para Ti. WYFF News Force Carlos Flores will offer need-to-know stories in Spanish for families across the Carolinas and Georgia. You can find it every Friday on the homepage of WYFF4.com. Let Carlos know if you have a story idea by contacting him on his Facebook page, Carlos Flores, WYFF News 4. Well, coming up next, our pet of the week is here, and she is a cutie. I know y'all get tired of me saying cutie, but what else can you say? Stay with us. You'll want to stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back. We're taking a look at stocks this afternoon. The Dow is down about 349 points. NASDAQ is down about 190 points. And S&P 500 is down about 54 points. Oh my goodness, I can hardly stay focused right now this afternoon. Of course, we are joined by Emily Zhang with the Greenville Humane Society to introduce you to our pet of the week. And this is Jasmine. You guys, I know we're going to take multiple angles so you can see her face. She is so beautiful.
She is gorgeous.
What type of dog is she?
So she's 2.5 months old, and she's an American Staffordshire Terrier mix. She actually came to us from a partner shelter, and the entire litter came to us. So there's several of them. They're all named after tea, and so we call them our tea pups.
What? Oh, wait,
Yeah.
you have to list some of the names.
So we had an Earl Grey, I believe, was adopted.